Hello. Good to be with you. We're continuing our little series of discussions about Lent and why we practice it and what it can mean to us and for us. And today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Lent as orienteering. Now, a lot of you might not even know what orienteering is unless you're in Boy Scouts. Today, if we're trying to go on a trip, if we're going on a journey, most of us have a phone or a Garmin or some kind of instrument on our cars that pretty much tell us how to get there. You plug in an address and it gives you directions about how to get there. But not too long ago, that wasn't the case. The way you found out where you were going is you had a map. Sometimes you even had a compass to tell you the directions about where you would be and how you might get someplace else. And that meant every once in a while you had to orient yourself, orienteering. When you're a Boy Scout, you learn orienteering classes, and that's you learn how to find your way using a compass and using a map. And what's important when you're going someplace you don't know and you don't have some kind of electronic instrument to tell you where you're going is that every once in a while you stop and you look around and you check out where you are. You check it on a map, you check your direction on a compass, and then you're able to continue on the right path. If you don't keep checking that, you can find yourself way off course, and it's very hard to get back on course when you've gotten off course. I remember one time I was driving, it was late at night. I was with several people, my father included. We were at a wrestling tournament way out in the Dakotas. And we were driving, it was late at night. I was the only one awake. My navigator had fallen asleep, the person in the passenger side. And I was south of Chicago, and I was driving. It was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. About 6 o'clock, some people in the vehicle woke up and had to get to a rest stop. So we pulled off, and when we pulled off and we looked at the sign at the rest stop, we realized that south of Chicago, I had made a wrong turn and had started heading north. A lot of major roads there with a lot of turnoffs. And apparently I just didn't see the sign. I thought I was on the right path, but I had driven about 2 hours north. I needed to do some orienteering before that time because I was way off path. See, in life, we need to occasionally stop, look around, see where we are, and make sure we're going in the right direction. And then continue our journey. Lent is all about us taking a moment from the busyness of life, from the ways in which it is directing us, and looking at what we have to try and direct us. It's not a compass, it's not a map. It's God's word, it's prayer, it's inviting God to give us that direction. And in Lent, we take the time to do that, and we sometimes find ourselves going in directions we shouldn't, and we can turn around and go in a better direction. Sometimes we find ourselves affirmed in the direction we are going, right? Sometimes we decide to go an entirely different way. But we don't have the chance to do any of that if we don't occasionally stop and look at the map, look at the compass for our life. And that's Jesus Christ, and that's his word. And when we do that and we check those things, we'll find our way to a better place, to home and to a richer life. So I hope you enjoy this remaining couple weeks of Lent. I hope that you find time to get away from the busyness of what's happening in your life, and I hope you find time to orient yourself to God and to his word and to his purposes for your life, so that you might follow him more abundantly. God bless.